Meanwhile, the United Nations is considering a request from the Taliban to address world leaders, nominating Suhail Shaheen as Afghanistan's UN ambassador. Afghanistan that gave protection to terrorists even after September 11. And now back in control, the Taliban has carried out a series of assassinations and on Saturday hanged 4 men from cranes. Joining me now to discuss this is Executive Director of UN Watch, Hillel Neuer. Hillel, great to see you again. Let's start with the Taliban's effort to be part of the United Nations. How can the UN even consider legitimising this terrorist group?
Look, Sharri, it's outrageous that the very terrorist group that carried out, that collaborated with al-Qaeda, that harbored, aided and abetted al-Qaeda terrorists that carried out the 9/11 terrorist attacks against the World Trade Center in New York, killing 3,000 innocent people, that group would now be considered in New York City by the United Nations to receive credentials and recognition and legitimacy is absolutely outrageous. It's unconscionable. And let's keep in mind that the moment that the Taliban win UN recognition, they inherit the Afghan seat on the UN Commission on the Status of Women. That's the highest UN Women's Rights Commission. The Taliban will be members of that. They'll also become members of the Executive Board of UNESCO, which is the UN agency for education, science, and culture, which includes protecting World Heritage sites. And the Taliban, of course, are the ones who infamously 20 years ago bombed the Buddha Bamiyan statues, the 1,500-year-old statues of Buddha. They blew them up, and they would become one of the defenders of World Heritage sites. So this is really absolutely unconscionable.